Good morning, Year 4. Happy Friday and welcome to your literacy lesson of the 5th of February 2021. So today we are going to be finding the features that you've learned that appear in a balanced argument. So first of all, here is your starter. So tick one box to show where the missing exclamation mark should go. So we've got defend the goal, yelled the coach. Where would the exclamation mark go? I'm just going to add that in now. So if you're still working it out, then just pause the video. The exclamation mark goes inside the inverted commas after the part where the coach is shouting, defend the goal. As a challenge, can you add an adverb to describe how the coach was yelling? Now, from this point on, the YouTube videos are going to be slightly shorter. We're not going to actually explain the tasks on our YouTube videos because we're really trying to encourage you to move over to Teams and find the activity for yourself. So the videos are going to be slightly shorter than usual. Firstly, I would like you to reread the model text that we've been learning about, all about whether humans should own pets or not. Okay, today you're going to be completing a feature find. It's similar to the ones we've done in class where it is colour-coded and you just need to fill in the box with the correct colour to find all of the features of a balanced argument that you've been looking at. So we've got examples of a balanced argument below. Should school children wear a uniform? Should dogs be kept on a lead in public places? We've got points about how the balanced argument is structured. So it usually starts with a rhetorical question. These are questions that don't necessarily need answering, but you read on in the balanced argument to find out the answer to the question and the different points of view. An opening statement, which is the introduction to introduce the issue, arguments for and against, and then the conclusion, which introduces the writer's point of view. And the language features present are present tense because it's happening now. It's about a topic that's happening now. Conjunctions, and we've looked at time conjunctions to move the argument on. Third person using they, them, and all the other pronouns that talk about other people. I'll come back to formal tone. We've learned about technical vocabulary over the last couple of days. This is the vocabulary that you'd only see in a balanced argument to introduce points for and against. And then I've just added to the bottom facts and statistics. This is where figures and facts are used to back up people's points for their argument. The example in the text, I think, is that 1 in 2 families own a pet. So when you're writing your argument next week and you're researching points for and against, it will be important to use research and statistics. Now, formal tone is when language is used that does not make the audience feel emotion, because we do not want the balanced argument to be biased. We don't want people to be reading and feel swayed by the points that they are given. They need to read all of the points for and against fairly and then reach their own judgment without being swayed one way or the other. That's why it's balanced, because we're not trying to persuade people to believe a certain point of view. We're simply giving them both points of view and then letting them reach their own conclusion. And the fronted adverbials that we've been learning about and that are in our balanced argument, the model text, such as without doubt and besides this, help to create a formal tone, because these are phrases we wouldn't usually see or use in writing or when we're communicating with people. So I'm just going to quickly show you what the task looks like today. I'm not going to go through it in depth because I would like you to access it on Teams today. We are moving over onto Teams because it is easier for us to give you feedback. At the moment, we're having to go back and forth from the email to Teams. So what I've done, I've colour-coded the modelled argument, as you can see here, and each feature is in a different colour. And then what you've got is a table that you just need to transfer the colour into the correct box. The only time where you don't need to do this is the final 3 boxes where you need to give evidence of a point for the argument, a point against the argument, an example of where the writer shows their own opinion. As a challenge, what I would like you to do is annotate the structure of the argument. For example, annotate the title and the introductory paragraph. As a plenary over the weekend, I want you to start thinking of reasons for and against keeping animals in zoos, because on Monday you will start to research this topic further and gather evidence for your balanced argument. So have a lovely weekend. Thank you to all those children that have been submitting their work on Teams. It's really lovely for us to see that you are enjoying your home learning and understanding what we're teaching you. Stay safe, and we will speak again next week.